Hello, my Tina. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I don't need to explain this shit to you. Oop, bad word. Try not to do it on YouTube. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know what it is with the lighting in the camper. It just always comes out really grainy. And I think my computer is having a problem. I may have to get a new one. I don't know. I'm starting to look. So I'm afraid that's going to be my next step. So anyway, let's see. Sorry. Trying to see what he's doing. So he comes up here and he gets right in my face. Can you see me now? He said. Is that close enough? Well, he's kind of far away. It's like, what the hell are you doing out there? Flipping up the back of his costume, showing me his ass like he always does. Earlier, did he have a foot fetish or something? Earlier, somebody kept touching my foot, my ankle, everything around my foot. Just kept touching. And I thought, I know who that is, and he's trying to get my attention. So you might be feeling that too. He's trying to get my attention, like, come on, Rhonda, you've taken long enough. Let's talk. So, and Mom's standing in the background. I figured she'd be here too. He says, you've taken enough of their bullshit. Go on and live your life and let them wallow in it. Because karma's a bitch. Just sit back and watch. Sit back and watch and know that those things that they have, so I'm assuming he's talking about your family, those things that they have, they're just things. They're just things. He says, like, I don't care about things that I left because that doesn't really matter. Up here, it doesn't really matter because you can't take the new couch with you. Can't take the new blanket with you. He says, if you look at real life, those are just things. You had Mom's heart, and she waves in the background. She's not saying anything yet. And you knew her soul. And those are not just things. He's being very serious. That's not like him. He says, you had the important things. You spent time with her. That's the important things. Those money can't buy. The things that money bought that you wanted part of are not the things that should be important in your life. Your connection, like your connection with me. Talking about, Norm's talking about himself, not me. Not me. Like your connection with me. Those can't be bought. Jewelry, personal items can be bought. But he gets very solemn and he says, those are not the important things. Your memories are the important things. Your heart is the important thing. I feel like a bug's crawling on my head, so know that when you get that feeling, and they make me itch when they get close. They haven't been lately. Lately it's been pretty good. But that was like a literal bug was crawling through my head, across my head. No, if that's him, you need to acknowledge him, tell him you love him. and leave it to him to do it. Nobody's been doing that lately. He's still solemn. Those are the important things. The time that you spent, the memories you have, the connection that some of them did not have that you had, and the shit that they have to live inside their head and their heart, their anger, their greed, their jealousy. They're jealous of you. Did you know that? He says they're jealous of you. He says you need to be a little more grounded. He kept flitting around there. Part of what will help your anxiety is that you need to be a little more grounded. To go out and put your feet in the ground. You do all kinds of things, make things and all that. He says sometimes you're like a crackhead on speed. He throws his head back and he's big old laugh. He's so funny. So he reaches out and he grabs your mom and he puts his arm around her. And he just like squishes her up next to him. Was she short or was he tall? She looks a lot shorter than him. And she has tears, even though we're not sad. We're not sad when we get to the other side. We don't have any of those heavy anger, sadness, hate, any of those feelings. It's all about pure love and high vibration. But she's showing me, that's the way she's showing me that she's sad for what you have to go through. And she says, I'm sorry. I should have fixed it better than this before I left. But I just couldn't handle it. She says, so remember, those things that you have, this is your mom talking. When you think it's getting close to your time to leave, give them away to the people that you want to have them. No, then there's no questions asked. Just give them away ahead of time. I care about you. I care for you. I care for you as in taking care of you type care for you in ways that you don't understand, in ways that you don't know yet. So she's doing something from up there. She's doing, I hope this microphone isn't messing up. Let me get closer. I just try not to get too close. People see up my nose. It's a different setting in the camper than at home. She's caring for you. That's the way she's saying it, but she's doing things for you that you don't know. She's caring, taking care of you in ways that you don't know yet. She said yet. She says it like it has to go full circle. So something's going to take time. I hate that, like divine timing, It's like, I don't have any patience for that crap. I want it now. And I'm going through something now I've been going through for months. And it's like, why? Why do you make me wait so long? You say this is coming. Why do I have to wait so long? There's something we're supposed to learn in the meantime. Something we're supposed to learn or somebody else is supposed to learn in the meantime. And until that happens, it can't come full circle. I hope we don't have to wait on everybody else. Good grief. She says, you know you're beautiful. You know you're a beautiful person. You know that I loved you. And she points up at Norm. She says, you know that he loved you. That's something way more powerful and way more of a gift than what most of those others have. They may look like it on the outside with maybe a nicer car, fancier clothes, or whatever. That's me saying whatever. They don't have what you have on the inside. You are more blessed. Mom's starting to point now. You are more blessed. You just don't see it because you're looking at material things. Did you get a ring of hers, or is there a ring that you wanted of hers? She's holding up her hand. She's something about a ring. But she's trying to see what kind of ring it is. On her left hand. Well, she's holding up her left hand. That doesn't mean that she wore it on her left hand 100%. She's holding up her left hand and pointing at the ring. It will be my gift to you. Or maybe it already is. Don't sweat the small stuff. Go ground yourself. She says, you know how to do that. And she's showing me you doing crafts, you doing stuff with your hands. I already know that. She says something about go get yourself a toy. She just, I don't know what kind of toy she's talking about. She said, go get yourself a toy. We are here for you. We are way more powerful than you think. A lot of times you don't allow us to do things for you. So maybe somehow you're blocking it, or there's so many things they can do from the other side to help. I mean, how do you think I manifest so much stuff? I can't tell really how I manifested this new truck, the ways that I said I wanted it, and how I wanted it paid for, blah, 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 all this stuff. And you can't believe the pieces that fell into place that I would have never thought of things happening that way until it came into real life. So there's things that you need to allow them or the universe or whoever, your guides, whoever's doing it, stop making my head itch. You're trying to, she says you're trying to force it into a certain pattern, a certain way, a certain timing, a certain something, instead of letting the pieces fall into place and allowing universe. Because I never in my life would have thought that these things were going to fall into place this way. And I'm just using my truck for an example. Pretty much anything that I ask for, it happens that way. Because don't like waiting for it, but I have to wait until the time is right. I don't know. Until they get all these things to fall into place. I wish I could tell how this worked. But I'm not going to on this. Or even, I'm just going to use my truck for an example. The last truck I had, the one I just traded in. You cannot believe I put out there that I wanted that. You cannot, would never, ever in my lifetime would have thought that it came through the way it did. So she says, you're trying to force it, and you're worried about too many little nitpicking things. Stop. Ooh, Mom's getting mad. Mom's getting mad. Even Norm's being quiet. He's kind of going, ooh. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Stop worrying about other people criticizing you and the horrible things they say. Stop. Stop. Now she's holding up a big stop sign. Stop. Stop letting them get to you. Because she says you start to believe them. You start to believe the things they say. She says, you're not crazy. Not at all. She says, you're actually more of a genius than you are crazy. And then she kind of goes like this. She goes, it's fun to be a little bit crazy. She's laughing. Ooh, she got scary there for a minute. I thought, ooh, yes, Mom. Norm says, we love you. Don't ever think that stops. You don't feel like you're worthy of our love. But you are way, and he holds his hand way, way, way up in the air. You are way more worthy of that kind of love than you give yourself credit for. You are a bright and shining star. Stop letting people cover your light. So if you can visualize, okay, they're covering your light because it's really your thoughts doing it. I think most of it. I don't think it's anybody doing it to you. I think you're doing it kind of to yourself. They're covering your light because you listen to their shit. I do it. I'm not criticizing you at all. I do it. Imagine a lampshade on your head and you take it off and cover that light. Visualize, physically visualize. Visualize physically. I don't know how to say that. I want, yeah. Shit. Literally see yourself with a lampshade on your head and ask Archangel Michael to come help you take it off. Ask him. He'll do anything you ask. Well, anything on the good side. Mom says your karma is so good. Don't F it up. That sounds like my new truck starting outside. Better not be. Better not be. I got the keys. We love you. They both said it at the same time. Know that we're here on your side. We're punching for you. I don't know what they mean by that. We're punching for you. I thought they were going to say rooting for you, but they're punching for you. I haven't heard my new truck enough to know. Surely somebody can't take it. Mom says, tell her, Rhonda, I love you too, Tina. I have a little special place in my heart for you. Mom says, see, that wasn't so hard. She wanted me to tell you. I don't know, maybe because we both have a lot of similarities. And Mom says, I call my new puppy who's 7 months old. I think she's 8 months old anyway. She gets really retarded sometimes. And I say, you're like a puppy on crack. So your mom just said, Rhonda, sometimes you can be like a puppy on crack too. Yes, I am. Sometimes. When my anxiety goes, whoo! So I know exactly how you feel. You know exactly how you feel when people start saying those things and then you start believing them yourself. And you know they're not true, but you start believing them because somebody else said it. And it's hard to pull that out. So also visualize, which I haven't done for a while. I need to. I'm sure you know about cutting cords, but also visualize and have Archangel Michael help you. Like you pull the swords out of your back. Well, I can feel that. See, I can feel that, pulling that sword. Where people stab you in the back, you start grabbing them and you slowly pull them out. I can feel that energy coming out. And it's like cutting a cord, but it's different. And Michael loves to help. So don't forget to call on Archangel Michael. And don't forget, start feeling something touching your feet and your ankles. It's Norm. He's being a good boy today. Okay, I'm off to go start the grill and cook me a burger. Hopefully this microphone is working right. And I'm going to try to upload them in the morning. I've been on hotspotting way too much today. Got to go hang up some 4th of July lights. Because we're having a party this weekend at the lake. And I love you, Tina. We can both be little, like puppies on crack. It's part of why people love us. Nothing wrong with our anxiety. Is there? Is there? Is there? I love you, dear. They were both very serious today and very, very honest. So, Mom says, just remember that heart connection is more important than any of that stuff. And we had it all. And we're still here talking about both of them. Her Norm. And nobody else is coming through because they wanted to tell you. Norm says you're a fabulous human being. Sometimes you let your head get you in your own trouble. Stop. Because I love you. Now he's touching my elbow. Okay, gotta go. Puppy and I are starving. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Watch for the annoying fly. I don't know where he just came from, but watch for an annoying fly. That'll be another sign from Norm. Later.